Okay, welcome back, us. Well, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back to the three of us and Naja.
It's fine. Stop worrying. It's
Let me
totally
just
fine.
let me just put us on
Um,
120.
So, Lorian, it's your turn.
So, when this happens, can you explain like what it looks like to everyone else?
This thing, like you can see its like tentacles, like doing like this like pulsing thing as it sucks the brains out of her face, and
Mm-hmm.
then it pulls its head back and like tilts it back and like wiggles its tentacles in the air for a while, and like Cthra's like skull is missing its eyes, and it's kind of really gross, and there's like some like puncture marks where its tentacles latched on.
Okay, so I can see that it's let her go,
Yes.
but it is still technically prone.
Yes.
Okay,
It's like laying
so
on the ground, yeah.
yeah, with like a fucking dinosaur standing over it.
Yeah, he's got brains. He literally doesn't give a fuck about Uncle Al.
All right, I'm gonna run up to it and fucking stab him in the face. Like, literally in the fucking center of his fucking tentacle maw. Um, let's see. Short sword, go! So, 16 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as he's reveling in his brain gorging, you just run up and like stab your sword through his squishy octopus head, and he dies.
And then
Oh.
because I'm that pissed, I take my offhand and fucking stab him again.
Yeah, he's now even more dead than he was before.
Yeah.
And as you're like being pissed and like doing all this stabbing, behind him and the lizard next to you, you got a one, right? Yes, lizard right next to you in this pit. The diamond has been heating up over this past round of turns, and suddenly you hear this, like everyone hears this enormous cracking noise, and a whoosh of fire and heat floods the entire room, and the flame like blazes up even higher, and from this flame steps forth a woman, and she's dark skinned, she's like wreathed in flames, her hair is like fire that sweeps back, uh, and there are feathers like coming from her arms, and she steps out and she shakes her head and she says, "Oh, it is about damn time I got out of that fucking rock."
Yay! Avance! I'm just like
You mean
crying
that
and
annoying
crying.
ass woman was Avance the entire time?
Yes! I love her!
She kind of
Lauren,
like brushes her fire hair back a little bit, and she's like, "Ah."
Lauren looks over her shoulder. Yeah, she's fancy.
Look, I told you, I'm fancy as fuck.
You look
Oh
so beautiful!
God. You're
And,
amazing.
Confirmed this day could not get any worse. Just saying. Like,
And Avant reaches out her hand and pats you on the head, Lizarin, and it's like pleasantly warm and kind of tingly, even though she's like literally on fire. And she says, "Well, you done good. You done good. I
Thank
didn't
you.
know you were gonna make it, but
Yeah, me neither. Thanks. I'm so glad you're back.
girl, me too. Let me tell you, I was in that swamp for fucking ever. Then I was in that fucking rock, being carted around with like all this bullshit. I'm glad I'm back." So, she kind of sees the mind flare. She's like, "Ooh, that's nasty."
Yeah. Yeah. It it ate Cthra. It ate her brain. It sucked her brain right out of her eyeballs. It was horrible.
Well, I mean,
She had to help us.
let's be honest here. It's not that much of a loss. But
Shit.
that girl was dumb as a box of rocks, and I know I was one for a while.
I know you're right, but she Tried so hard. Bless her little soul.
She did try. She did try.
She sacrificed her life for you.
And she
Maybe-
kind of like looks like, I don't know if she gave two fucks about me. Honestly, I mean, if she wants to like repent or something, like I could think about it.
We could get her to repent. The thing is that because the mind flayer was sucking her brains out, it allowed Alizarin to throw you into that pit and free you.
Hmm.
I threw you into the pit. Just putting that out there. I'm the one that put you in the pit.
I saw
Alizarin-
what you all did. Everybody gets a gold star.
Can we bring her back? Is there any hope?
I will. Hold on. And the camera cuts over to Cthra in the afterlife, and she's like stuck to a spider web. And, like Loth is raising her hands to start doing terrible things, and then there's this bright flare of light, and Loth like freezes and looks over her shoulder, and she says, "Oh, I guess you're back then. That's good, I suppose." And Loth says, "Girl, I will snatch all that hair out your head. Let me see this girl before you kill her again." Move. She shoos Loth aside.
She's literally fire. I love her so much.
Get out of the way.
She gets really close to you. She's like very bright and it's very hot. He's like, "So I hear you fucked up." You're muted, Tia.
So you, as I hear the voice and put two and two together, as Cthra takes some time to do. And I just
And with no brain, it takes her a long time to put two and two together.
She's like the Mac pops up by her face, and she's like,
I want like all of that facial reaction to be so like obvious on her face that she's like, "What? Oh my god, you?" And like Cthra just completely gives up. Like, Loth is about to fuck me over. You didn't like me to begin with, so you're probably coming here to fuck me too. Or this is just...
"I'm doing a favor, actually, is what I'm trying to do. Your friends, I guess they're your friends now. You should probably accept that because they're pleading for your life. Fuck if I know why."
What?
I know. And yet, here we are.
Cthra at this point is uncertain if like Loth has already begun her like crazy, like, here's a piece of hope, you can escape.
Oh god.
The thing, just kidding, we're gonna take it away from you at the last second. Oh look, here's a piece of hope. Like, how do I know this is real?
Are you calling me a fucking liar? Look, I didn't come down here for this bullshit. I got a world to regenerate, so if you got, whatever issues or trauma you got, if you're not ready to let that shit go, I got other things to do.
How do we do this?
I can do whatever I want. I'm Avance. Don't ask me questions about what the fuck I do all day.
Then we best be off? Like, as I like am spread eagle attached to like spider web, I can't really do any more thing but
Does
nod.
Loth literally say nothing at all in this entire
She's like
part?
standing back there with her arms folded and like her fingers tapping on one arm, and she's making like mad stank face.
Oh man, I guess I would have to abandon Loth if I came back to the material plane, because if I continue...
Oh yes, no, I need to be able to trust you if I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna need you to let her go. And I can't promise she'll come back as you were, necessarily.
I look over to Loth, and it's been fun.
And Loth, like, her head goes back, and she says, "Your loyalty is disappointing."
You're about to torture me for literally an entire millennia, and I'm gonna get out of jail free card here. So,
Damn.
Goodbye.
And like with that, when you say that, like this blazing light fills you, and you open your eyes, and you're
Oh
staring
my
at the
god,
other
I'm gonna be not a drow.
and you look down, and you are the most high elf looking motherfucker
Oh,
I've ever born. Like your hair is like long and blonde and shiny.
yes! Oh my god, yes!
Yes.
Yes. Hi,
Oh
Elf.
my god, this is happening.
That is amazing.
And like everybody else, would you see like Calither's like dead body there, and then suddenly like it bursts into flame, and the flame goes out, and there's this like high elf laying there, and she looks fucking horrified.
Who are you?
I look over and I'm just like looking at my hands and my face, and I pull my hair and I look at it, and
I see her. I'm just like, yes, crone. I mean, life giver Avant. Thank you so
Thank you, thank you.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
praise Avance.
You
Praise
bet.
Avant.
I say in my meek, disgusting high elf voice.
I look at her and I'm like, damn girl, and I look over at Yvonne, props.
I love this one.
Actually, Calithra's charisma is a 15, so yeah. Damn.
She cute.
In a high
She's real
elf.
cute.
Oh my god, this is the worst.
It's actually not 15 anymore if you're a high elf, but we'll deal with that later.
I lose my dark vision. And
No, you don't. You have that.
You just get different dark vision. We'll go over your character.
Yeah, we'll go over that, but still, Jesus.
We'll work on this.
I just
The
like
fucking twist of all twists.
You paid the price.
That's so funny.
That is amazing.
Tia's just like, but fucking what?
I've never been mind fucked by a GM so hard in my entire life. Like,
Yeah, thank you.
It was amazing.
I want to thank my mom. I want to.
Whitney goes over to her and just starts like rubbing on her, like with her head, just like.
I don't know.
Like a little like woodland squirrel comes up and curls up next to you. A butterfly lands on your head.
I become a woodland squirrel and just run over. Hey, we're gonna be such good friends.
Kind of like flop to the floor and like the anime ditzy schoolgirl kind of like.
Oh my god! It's like when Shrek's girlfriend like got pretty and got stuck that way, and she was like, "No,
Help me.
why?"
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you deal with yourself.
Yeah, I don't need a minute.
Yeah, Cooper is like losing her shit. So the rest of you, like, what are you doing?
I'm just like I'm laughing because I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm gonna turn into a bird so many times and braid her hair for her.
Alorian. Go ahead.
Oh, we're like out of combat now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably gonna rest soon. So yeah, I mean, I'm a squirrel and I'm just like hanging out with her and I'm like,
I asked. I asked Avant if she can sense any danger nearby or any people in distress that need help. So both.
Yes. Well, the short answer to that question is yes. The longer answer is literally everyone, which is why I am here. There's some other creatures in and around this space, but when I take off, they're going to get vanquished, so don't worry about that.
whew.
Okay.
And then I need to do some flying. But what I need you all to do is take care of these fucking bugs. If you could go close whatever demonic portal they've got in Whitebridge and put an end to all of this, that would be great. I need to regenerate the world. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
that makes
You
sense.
are always a good girl.
We will get those bugs.
I
Okay,
knew
so
I could trust you.
there's nobody around the temple that we need to rescue before we leave.
Oh, you got a Winifred, right? Yes.
Yes.
We picked her up.
Please help Winnie. Please help Winnie.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Once I take off, like all of this smoke and nonsense here will be done. But
Yay, Winnie.
I have a long journey to take and a lot of power to spend on catching up.
Sorry.
Is there anything that you can imbue us with or direct us into the direction of that will help us to complete the rest of our mission to get rid of the evil from the land?
Yes, in fact, I do. And she raises one of her arms and plucks out 3 of the feathers and holds them forth.
I motion for Lizard to take them or come forward to take them or whatever.
And she
I get out of the way,
lays it in your
basically.
hands. Yeah, you're like, could you deal with this? And she gives them to you, Lizard. And she says, now, these are cleansing fire. And you can use them when you get to the bugs, portals, or whatever it is to shut them down. But you need to get there.
Do we just throw the feather at the portal and poof, it's done?
I'm guessing we light them on fire.
Yes, light them on fire. It's kind of like, you ever use incense and kind of like get rid of the bad smell?
Oh, okay.
Like a smudge stick, yes.
So are there 3 portals, or is this just 3 chances to take out one portal?
There are 3. There are 3.
And they're all around the same
They're
town?
in Whitebridge, yes. They're in
Okay.
Whitebridge.
Wow.
Okay.
So, if you could just deal with that, it would save me so much time, trust me.
Oh,
Where-
yes, we'll do our best, goddess.
Where are you gonna go after you fly around for a bit?
To the divine plane where the fuck I live.
Okay.
Cool.
I just didn't know if you would like turn back into the old lady and live in the swamp again for 1,000 years. I don't know.
I got
I'd never been through this
millennia
before.
of being young and fly, and I'm gonna take advantage of
Look
it.
at her now. She's great.
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, I will always be there. You know, it's what goddesses do. I'll hear your prayers. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll pray a lot.
Can I get the
Okay.
recipe for that soup though before you go? That was real good.
Oh, you like my soup?
It was good soup. Hmm.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah.
Crone, I just want to say, I mean, Avance, it's been so lovely making friends with you, and I will just write so many letters to your plane of existence to tell you about what's going on with us. Expect a Christmas card.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Correspondence, of course.
And Uncle Al is just like,
It's like, look, you need to shut up. You fucked up and you know it.
Shit.
and he's like, he clicks away.
Oh, can we ride him?
He'll be fine. You can. We used to take Uncle Al on rides all the time. He likes it. It makes him feel like he has purpose.
Sweet.
All right, well, if you are all no longer dead or dying, I have a lot of work to do. So, and if you see Loth, tell her I took her girl. No take backs. You gave her up. You're mine now.
I Cthra.
Grateful ass. All right.
I'm just bowing profusely the whole time.
I'm just looking at the way that she's bowing. I'm just trying to bow the same way.
Avance spreads her arms, and in a blaze of light, she turns into a much larger phoenix.
Sick.
Amazing.
My eyes aren't burning at the light. I don't understand.
Isn't it
Like,
glorious?
Flaps her flaming wings, and like all of this smoke from the volcano starts clearing out. And you hear like some things like screaming as like the light comes blazing into rooms, and like this cleansing white fire spreads out as she takes off like a rocket into the sky.
Sick.
That's so awesome.
Peace, motherfuckers!
Oh my god. We're living the Phoenix Saga right now. My life is complete.
I'm waving my handkerchief at her. Goodbye.
like off of a boat.
Yeah.
So once she's gone, Alorian immediately starts searching the temple, to make sure everything's dead, and then to also steal shit.
Guys, I know where the kitchen is. Who's hungry?
I mentioned to the party that she said everything in the close vicinity should have been wiped out, so we should be okay to at least stay here, like to rest for the night. I would imagine.
Yeah, there's a few like charred corpses of drow that were presumably around. There are some corpses of Avante priests and priestesses who were there when the drow invaded. There's some gold. Let's see. You find 100 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I feel like that's a lot for monks. Monks, yeah.
Well, I mean, was it on the monks or the dead drow? I would imagine metal wouldn't melt. I was assuming it was on the dead bad guys.
Oh.
Yeah, you find like 100 gold in like the coffers and discretionary temple funds and whatever.
Guys, this is my house. This is where I grew up. I can show you where I slept. Do you guys want to see my old bedroom? And then we maybe sleep in there. And then I can show you where I used to like train and stuff in my old classrooms and the kitchen. It's going to be really awesome. I'm so glad you're here.
I want to see it.
I feel like everybody's like, wow, this is really great. And hey, yeah, let's do everything. And then like, look, there's just standing in the back like,
looking at her hands.
That is it, pretty much. She's on the ground, like on her knees, and just like grabbing her hair and just like trying to like see if this is part of the torture that Loth is putting her through, because she can't imagine an actual worse hell to be living in.
We can get you like gray foundation to put on.
She's gone from chosen of Loth, a princess of her house with unlimited resources, servants, and everything at her disposal, to a vagabond surface elf that knows nothing about the surface, might I add. Knows nothing about elves or traditions.
Alorian can teach her. It's okay.
Apparently a cleric of a good goddess, even though she's neutral evil. So yeah, Cthra's kind of needing a moment to adjust to
Just a little conflicted.
whatever is happening right now. And also is kind of semi-afraid that Loth is just going to appear and fucking eat me. So I'm just gonna say...
Do you have like the same clothes on?
Oh yeah, and as a matter of fact, I will be like, I have my dagger of sacrificing to Loth, and I don't know what to do with it.
It's like you feel this like chilling, like bone chilling sensation run up your arm when you grab it.
No, it's reacting to me because I'm supposed to be good now.
Like you feel a visceral like retching sense of disgust when you hold it.
Yes.
I just start sobbing on the ground. I'm just gonna lay down and try not to cry, but cry a lot.
They're like beautiful sparkle tears.
I like
oh god, even micro tears are kawaii.
I see that happening, and I like get as close as I feel like she would be comfortable with me being, more so just so that she's aware that she's not by herself, but I'm not like getting up in her business while I know she's kind of freaking out.
I don't even know if I realized that you're there. I think it's kind of like that desensitized like shock.
Yeah.
Like I would know you're there, but even if I like touched you, I wouldn't like. You're not really there.
Yeah. So I kind of just like sit cross-legged and like watch for the next little bit, just to make sure she doesn't
I'll
like.
eventually stop sobbing and just be like laying.
I'm trying to make sure you don't like freak out and jab yourself in the neck, basically.
No, because I'm pretty sure that'd be a one-way ticket straight back to Loth, and I kind of just told her in not so many words to go.
I don't know that. I don't know that. So
That is
I
awesome.
feel like at some point during this like silent vigil, Winnie and company come back from the kitchen, and Winnie's like eating like a bread roll or something, and she's chewing on it, and she looks you up now, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
And I'm like, it's Cthra. She died, but
she had a makeover.
Makeover. Yeah. She's good now, aren't you, Cthra? She's still getting used to it, but we're gonna have a new friend soon. I'm really excited about it.
Like Winnie is like very confused, and she's like, "I've had a long fucking month, long week. I can't. I'm just gonna eat some more food, and then this will process."
I think that's perfect. I think we all need to process this, specifically Winnie, who needs to eat her rolls. She's the one who really needs to get a hold of what's going on here. So guys, can we just keep it down for Winnie while she processes what's just happened? Cthra, please stop sobbing. It's a little loud.
Winifred's had a hard day.
Winnie is really having a hard time processing this, so please just get like a little quieter. My friend is having a hard time. I love you. Just cry quietly, okay? I'm just like patting her. I'm like, it's okay.
I feel like Lisa like walks up to her and she's like, shh, 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 and puts her finger on her mouth. No, like on Cthra's mouth. Yeah, exactly. Like,
just a little, just a pat, like petting her face, like. And I just take her head inside my big arm and like put it against my chest. I'm like rocking her, but I'm also just like.
I don't want to be an elf.
Giving her kisses out of the head. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, you're okay. Shh.
And my long, lustrous now, I'm assuming blonde, flowing hair.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You should have looked like Sailor Venus.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing too.
That's amazing.
Lorian's about it.
Yeah, like every time you look over your shoulder, Lorian's just looking at you like, yeah.
Okay, Joey, calm down.
I take out the Gunther headband that I've been wearing, and I try and give this to her as a gift.
Aww.
Here you go. You may not be yourself anymore, but at least we got this from a time when you were yourself. So maybe you can wear it to remind you of yourself when we tortured this guy.
Who am I?
You look at this headband, and you're filled with remorse.
Gunther was who again? So I can feel remorseful.
That dwarf that you guys
The dwarf that we sexually molested.
Oh, that poor life is gone. What? What's happening?
It was just a dwarf, though. It's okay.
Oh yes, he says like dwarf racist.
They were never nice to me. They were always so mean.
They were pretty mean.
Every time I try to make friends with them, I'm gonna keep trying. But like the past ones, it's okay. They weren't very nice.
What do we do now?
I'm just touching your hair.
Can you be
I'm
making
I'm like touching it and like making mustaches with it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're making like little braids, like tiny little braids. And all of it.
It smells of like that sweet pea like body spray from Bath and Body
Oh
Works.
shit, yeah, sweet pea.
Is
Oh
the
my
fire?
God.
The
That
fire is not burning anymore
all
because
high
she was
school.
the fire.
The
And so-
fire is burning, but not like supernaturally. Like it's just a regular ass fire now.
If I go over and walk over to the pit and look down into it, can I see if there's still diamond fragments at the bottom?
There is not.
Fuck.
She took all
There
of
is
them.
not. Nice
Rude.
try.
I'd also like to pat down the illithid as well.
Question. Because I just was removed from my goddess, I'm guessing that means I have 0 spell slots at the moment of everything, and my domain things are also gone.
Yeah, we're yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
gotta
I'm,
look at like what kind of cleric you are now.
yeah, I'm just gonna put all my spells to 0 and just pretend that that spot where I normally feel my faith is just like this cold, weird.
Oh no, it's
thing.
normally it's this cold weird thing, but now it's like warm and like happy.
Can I start hearing the singing of the universe? Is that what you're telling me? I hear the life and the beauty and everything. Ugh.
You see like a flower across the way,
I
and it's
mean-
like really nice.
If you're if you're with Loth, I would imagine that you're in the light domain now.
With
Right.
Avance.
Yeah.
Light, I feel like there's life clerics as well.
Oh yeah, maybe
I'll
that's
look
what
at
I meant.
that here. I'll just kind of, as I'm pondering on the ground, like search my inner faith hole, I guess.
Interfaith hole. Brooke, did you not search that in public? What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a life domain. You're right. You're right. Yeah, a life domain. Yeah. Nice.
Oh man. There's a nature domain, a knowledge domain, a divine domain. Okay.
That
there's a-
seems redundant.
All right, so I'm patting down the illithid.
Right.
I'm looking
The
for
mind flayer?
the mind flayer. Yeah, they're called illithids. Yeah. I'm looking for files, valuables, correspondences, anything like that.
I'm just imagining he wrote all of his correspondences by like dipping his tentacles into ink and just like, it's Bart, Stephen, it's me, Bart.
Hi, Stephen.
Oh, would you like some meat for lunch?
Oh, just in the green office. Oh.
Let's go dancing on Saturday. Please write back and tell me if you want to meet me somewhere for dancing.
Afterwards, we can suck face. Get the pun? Get it? Yeah.
Aha!
Yeah.
The light domain literally includes gods of rebirth, so
The life or light?
light.
Interesting. Y'all have to figure out which. I mean, they're not can't be terribly different anyway, but the light. Yeah, the light.
Yeah.
For some reason, the it's weird, Naja. The light one is the more focused on fire than the life one, so it's kind of weird. You'll have to figure out which one Avance leads.
I think I would allow Tia to pick which one she wants to be a cleric of.
There you go.
Which
Um,
one has the cooler spells?
Yeah, like you're having a hard time. You can pick your domain.
Thank you.
There you
I
go.
totally picked your race for you. So
Oh man,
I'll allow
at
you
least,
that
at
one.
least you didn't make me a fucking halfling. I think I actually might have just like rage walked away from my computer for the rest of the show and been like, "I'll see you guys next week."
Hey, now you can go to the gnome town without any problems, though. They won't hate you anymore.
Yeah, think of all the sneaking you can do now.
Oh yeah. Now she doesn't want to sneak
Ever
out.
suspect.
Now she's just like, not interested in sneaking.
I'm still
also true.
looking at
Oh, the irony.
This is
stuff.
the worst day.
Are you serious?
It's actually the best day ever. I'm in such
There
a
we
better.
go.
I'm in such a better mood now.
Yeah, me too. I needed this so bad.
I really needed your character to die and come back as a different character, High Elf. My week you've redeemed my week.
Uh-huh.
This is officially taken over the trolliest thing that any DM has ever done to me. Just
I
FYI.
love that.
A
It's
good
so
friend of
amazing.
mine- A good friend of mine once said that death is the least interesting thing I can do to you. I'd rather
Mhm.
make you suffer.
Mhm.
Yes.
Koval, you taught me well.
He knows what's up.
He does. So, Lorian, you find a spell scroll of Dominate Monster.
That's actually really epic.
And you find another 17 gold.
Okay. That's like actually a big deal. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Awesome. I eat all 10 good berries because they're gonna expire soon.
Yeah, you're like full health, and you're like, whatever, I'll eat them.
YOLO.
Everybody is healed. Everybody's healed, by the way.
Oh, did she just do that when she took off? She's like, be healed.
Yeah. She's like, here, have my like god farts.
Winnie's jealous.
Oh.
Hello. I mean, Whitney rather is jealous.
Okay, well, I want to find a way to stuff my face because that's my main priority as an individual.
Yeah, you should
Actually-
like kitchens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I eventually want to basically just figure out if there's any person that lived in the temple that's still around or alive or anything.
No, the only person left is Winnie.
Everyone's totally gone.
They're
You
either
weren't-
captured, gone, dead.
Was Alizarin with us when?
I
Ro-
need to point out the fact that Blue Jay just tweeted at me. Ha 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 ha. For those of you that don't remember, she was our gnome friend that came in for an episode, and our characters did not get along.
That's awesome. She'll be back next week, actually, so that should be fun.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
everybody! Blue Jay will be on next week. So that'll be fun. So was Alizarin with us when we split the party and Rosebud went to town with everybody else?
I feel like Alizarin was having like a vision quest or
I
something.
thought so. Like Rosebud. So
I didn't go to the dwarf place the first time you went.
yeah. So when I noticed that Alizarin's like starting to go look for people, I let her know that I kind of already searched everywhere when I was pillaging the dead bodies. I didn't see anybody, and Rosebud, she went to, it was Whitebridge, right?
She went to Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. She's in Portsmouth, so we'll probably, hopefully, run into her when we head back that way. Hopefully.
Well, think of Avance. Did you find anything about like anyone that was taken, where they might have been taken? No. Oh goodness. Okay. All right.
I mean, we could hang out here
Slow
for a few
down.
days. We could hang out here for a few days and see, like, if now that the bad shit and the smog has gone away, if anybody's going to return to the temple over the next day or two. But other than that, I don't know what else we could do other than go to Portsmouth and try to find Rosebud.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess you guys.
I agree with that.
I guess at some point I would have collected myself and brought myself closer to Alizarin and just kind of leaned on her.
You feel a deep sense of kinship.
Gross.
I pet your head.
I lean my head on your shoulder.
I'm sorry you're sad. I know this is a big change.
I don't know. What do I do? I don't have a family anymore.
Well, we're your family, silly.
You are?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You look around and you feel like these warm and fuzzy feelings for these people you've been with for so long.
Man, we've been through a lot together, huh?
What can we do? What do you want to do today? What can make you happy? We can do anything in the temple.
I don't know what fun is.
Oh dear.
I feel like I need some time to think, you know?
Okay.
Tell me about Avance.
I just start like handing her scriptures out of the way.
Yeah.
I like
And I like this one right
Scroll
here,
thing.
where she came back and, became a
Mhm.
Yeah.
If this is the next day, I'm sparring with Winifred. By the way, we're just like to the side, like
Oh yeah.
Now that we're
Winifred's
rested.
trying to get her fighting form back.
Yeah. Now that we're both rested, we're just like to the side sparring or whatever.
And I'm just like watching them spar and cheering them on while I read a book, and like I'm using Uncle Al as like a pillow if he's still there. He and I are
How
just
long
like,
does she spell?
I mean, you could summon him if you
I don't
if you
know,
want,
like
I
this
guess. But
The
fine. If he's not there, then I'm sitting there in a
Whitney could be
good
chilling with you.
lounge chair. Yeah, she's hanging out with me. I'm just reading a book and watching you guys. Watching you guys.
Whitney's turning the page for you, by the way, with her wings. She's just like, you just look to the side whenever you want the page turning. She's like,
on my shoulder. I'm just reading some stuff that like maybe that Alizarin and Cthra have already read about Avance, and I'm like, ooh. Let me see what you guys are reading.
Like somebody who's at a hair salon that picks up the magazine when someone else is done reading it.
Yeah, just kind of like
Yeah.
reading stuff.
It's like impromptu Bible study going on,
Yeah.
also fighting.
Because Lisa likes to read a lot.
I guess I would have tried to commune with Avance at some point to find out what my new purpose is, because currently kind of half seeing it as like, I'm now your soldier. I give.
I need a soldier.
She's the only thing in between me and Loth, like torturing me for the rest of my life. So I need to make sure she's happy.
True. So, if it's okay with the rest of the party, let's take 10 minutes and talk about the new Cthra.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Do it.
So, resident high elf expert Alorian, what do we do with Cthra's stats and traits here?
Her stats, she'll need to go down 1 in charisma and up 1 in intellect.
Oh, good.
That's pretty much it.
Lessons learned.
14, and then intellect.
Which actually works better for you because you gain an ability point without losing an ability point. So
Yeah, I mean,
Secret buffs.
well, that's good. So I'm slightly smarter because I left Loth. Go figure.
and then is she gonna know the same languages? Since like, how are you gonna do that? Because dark elves know different.
You don't speak Undercommon anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
And it's not that you don't understand it. Like, it's not just like incomprehension, but when you try to read it, it makes your brain hurt, and the words swim around on the page.
Like I should know what this is, but I just can't. So I'd need to take time to relearn it. I'll probably end up doing that at some point. But have I lost any other memories or anything?
You haven't lost memories. Like, you remember your mother in your house, but you're horrified by all of them. Like, oh my god, what was I doing with my life?
There's so much hatred in those walls. It just kind of forces evil upon itself.
Also, your dark vision's only 60 feet instead of 120 now.
Yep.
60. Okay.
Jerbear is saying you gain the cantrip from the wizard list? Question mark.
Also that.
Okay, I'll have to add that in later. So add cantrip, and then I'm probably gonna go with, since I was neutral evil and I have to be good now, chaotic good.
You don't.
You don't have to be good. You're not evil, but you could be like chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Awful.
Totally
whatever.
chaotic.
I don't think you have to determine that now. I think it'd be fair to let her determine that over the.
Also, there's
couple.
no mechanical impact, so like.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll let that one figure itself. I'd like to change my instinct from spiders are holy and Curiosity's agents are everywhere to I am deathly afraid of spiders and will
Fair. Very fair.
Will become. I mean, I don't want to say almost useless because that's Cthra most of the time, anyways. But she'll start having like really bad anxiety attacks, for lack of a deathly afraid of spiders, and will cause like unknown reactions. Maybe scared like one time, maybe like, oh my god, I have to kill this right now, something. My belief, I guess, is something that I'm gonna have to work on. I don't know what I believe in right now.
Maybe I am lost in this new life and I need to find my purpose.
I have no idea. I need.
Because that sounds like what you're doing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You...
I have no idea who I am. And then I think I'm gonna go with the light domain over the life domain because I think it feels more appropriate.
Okay. So in that domain, what is your new, like, if you could tell the chat, what's your new, like, domain?
Gods of Light. Let's see here. Gods of Light will promote the ideals of rebirth, renewal, truth, vigilance, and beauty, often using the symbol of the sun. In this case, I'm assuming it'd be the symbol of Avance.
The Phoenix, yes.
Yes, a phoenix. Some of these gods are portrayed as the sun itself, or as a charioteer who guides the sun, or Avance, phoenix, across the sky. Others are tireless sentinels whose eyes pierce every shadow and see through every deception. Some deities of beauty and artistry who teach art as a vehicle for the soul's improvement. Clerics of a god of light are enlightened souls infused with radiance and the power of their god's discerning vision, charged with chasing away lies and burning away darkness.
Yeah.
How
So,
appropriate, I guess.
Wow.
yeah, rip your trickery domain.
Yeah.
So let's look at. So I know you used to be able to do disguise self.
I have Burning Hands and Fairy Fire, Flaming Sphere and Scorching Ray, Daylight and Fireball. I get a bonus cantrip, Light if I don't already have it, which I think I do actually. And then Warding Flare at first level, you can interpose Divine Light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you're attacked by a creature within 30 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before the attacker hits or misses. An attacker can't be blinded. Or attacker who can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of once. You gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Okay.
And then Radiance of the Dawn, starting at second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to harness sunlight, banishing darkness, and dealing radiant damage to your foes. As an action, you present your holy symbol, which I currently do not have, but we're in a temple, so I'm assuming I can find one.
Yes.
Any magical darkness within 30 feet is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. The creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed saving throw, and half as much damage on a successful one. This is all page 61 for anyone following at home. The creature has total cover from you is not affected. And last but not least, improved flare. Starting at 6th level, you can use your warding flare feature when a creature that you can see within 30 feet attacks you or another creature. Okay.
So yes, you're a soldier of light now.
That is a total 180.
At
You're
this
gonna love it.
point,
You're gonna love it.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna rain sunbeams on people, and then Zeus gonna be like moonbeam, and you guys are gonna have like disco parties with like lasers.
Sunbeam, moonbeam, sunbeam, moonbeam. Yeah.
I mean, you can still be like petty though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do as a player. Now that I've done all that information, I think I'm just gonna let the role play take me and decide how
Oh,
she
yeah.
develops. Like, I have no idea.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
is,
we can fill in the blanks.
Yeah,
Cthra
for sure.
is just as thunderfucked as I am right now, so
Yeah.
we'll figure that one out
Full
later.
disclosure for the chat, I didn't tell Tia anything. I've been sitting on this for a minute.
You were planning to do this the whole time?
Like, if I kill Cthra, I'm totally bringing her ass back as a high elf. Fuck that.
It's so
I
appropriate.
mean, it makes perfect
Wait.
sense.
Were you gonna do the opposite for me? That look though.
Oh my god.
Let me kill you and let's find out. Actually, no, I don't want to kill anyone anymore. I want to be friends.
The fun thing is that Avant and Loth were both present, so you could have been brought back by
And my
somebody
queen
else
to help me.
for some other purpose.
She didn't want to.
I left myself lots of. You fucked up. You failed her.
I didn't fail her. I got knocked out by a mind flare. I was still
That
trying.
is called failure. You failed.
Whatever.
But it's okay. You have a new patroness now. She's
Yay.
A lot nicer.
that's questionable, but
Okay,
she's
I was gonna say that is highly
A
questionable.
less vindictive, I guess.
She's so right.
Also
more
questionable.
all right.
Okay,
So
Okay, cool. So let's do this. It's 10ish, so if you want to do the second break, we'll wrap up whatever little details we need to. to get ready for the last leg of tonight's episode.
Yes.
Do I get to
So-
reroll my hit dice?
Your con doesn't change.
Like we were both like, fucking no.
I was just
Absolutely
trying
not.
to, whatever.
Okay, yeah, team, we're gonna go to our second and last break of the evening, iron out the last little details so that we can push forward for the third hour for tonight's episode. So stick around, we'll be back soon, and thanks for hanging out. We'll be right back.
Bye.
High Elves Rule.